Radio waves. What wavelengths are best for transferring information over long distances? Radio waves and microwaves. Why is this? Because they don't get absorbed by the atmosphere as much compared with other waves. How can long-wave radio be transmitted halfway around the world? Because they diffract across Earth's curved surface. How can shortwave radio signals be received at long distance from the transmitter? Due to reflection in the ionosphere. What is diffraction? When waves spread out at the edges when they pass through a gap or past an object. What does the amount of diffraction depend on? The wavelength of the wave relative to the size of the gap obstacle. Why do longer wavelengths encounter a lot more diffraction? Because they are large compared with the gap. What happens to the signal when the wave is more spread out? It becomes weaker. What happens when a wave comes against something of a different density? It changes direction. What does UV radiation from the sun create layers of? Ionized atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. What are these layers called? The ionosphere. Do waves travel faster or slower when traveling through ionized parts of the atmosphere? Faster. What does this cause? Refraction. What does the amount a wave is retreated depend on? Its frequency and angle of elevation. How can refraction distribute a signal? By bending the signal away from the receiver dish. Why does analog suffer from interference? Because broadcasters use similar frequencies, which creates noise. How does digital audio broadcast work? Many signals are compressed and transmitted as one signal. What is this known as? Multiplexing. How are they transmitted? Across small frequency bandwidth and separated by receivers. What are the advantages of DAB over analog? Less interference, more radio channels.